guess is the So try to find something that still gives you that choice. Work it into some form of practice that you do every day, whether that's cooking, whether that's actually practicing yoga on the mat, whether it's knitting or sewing for an hour, or working on writing or drawing, or creating spreadsheets, whatever it may be. Just try to do that thing a little bit each day, some kind of currently a very chaotic and uncertain life. Let's see. I wonder if that sounds better. Oh, the door is closed. It might just be loud outside. But I turned the desktop audio off. I think something might have been interfering with it. So I guess we'll find out if Davey posts again. Just let me know, or I'll try and find out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started for today. Come to there's more messages. Yay, better. Okay, great. I don't know why. So on my program, there's two different microphone audio options. One of them is desktop audio, and the other is for the mic. And this means nothing to me. However, there's only one audio option. It's the microphone. I don't know what desktop audio is. So anyway, I'll make sure to turn that off in the future. And let's go ahead and get started. For today, come to a seat that's comfortable for you. And it can be kneeling like I am or sitting cross-legged. We'll just be here for a moment. Start to bring your focus and awareness to the breath. Let your eyes soften or close. Bring your hands into your lap or onto your thighs. And as you start to focus on the breath, notice those spots in the body. A lot of us may have just woken up. Some of us may have been up for hours. That is definitely not me. I have not been up for hours. One thing that this quarantine has done is make my bedtimes later and my wake up times later as well. But as we sit here and start to connect with the breath, just notice any of those spots that feel tender or tight. We'll move a little bit quicker and in a little bit more of a traditional manner today to get the blood flowing a little bit and to get the body and the mind ready for the rest of the day. Let's take 3 rounds of breath here together. And as always, make the exhale as loud and as lion's breathy as possible. Stick your tongue out, move your hands around, do whatever feels right. Let's take 1 deep inhale here. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out the mouth. Let it all out. And then come back to your normal breath. If you'd like to start to close off the back of the throat to engage in Ujjayi breath, by starting to close off the back of the throat, it produces this oceanic sound, and it can also help to lengthen each inhale and each exhale to help build that heat inside of us as we move through practice. Let the eyes start to open. Inhale, sweep the arms out, lift the hands up, bring the gaze high. And exhale, hands down by the hips, press into the ground with the palms or fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulders, tilt the head back, raise the chin slightly. Exhale, round forward, peel the shoulders apart, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale, raise the heart, roll the shoulders back, lift the chin. Exhale, round forward, pull the shoulders apart, tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale up one more time, raise the chest, squeeze the shoulders together, really push the chest forward. Exhale, round forward, tuck the chin in low, press down with the palms or fingertips. Inhale, lift the hands up. And exhale, hands back down by the hips. Inhale one more time, sweep the hands out, raise the gaze up. Exhale, bring the left hand down, reach overhead with the right, reach towards the left side of the room with the fingers. Inhale, reach the arms up, bring the gaze high. Exhale over to the right, lean through the left side this time. Inhale to lift up, reach the hands high. Exhale over to the left, bend into the left elbow. Inhale to rise. And exhale to the right. This time, really reach through the left fingers. Inhale, reach the hands up. And exhale one more time over to the left, reach through the right. And inhale, lift the fingers, bring the gaze up. And exhale over to the right, really lean into the right side and reach with the left. Inhale, lift the hands up. And exhale, twist over to the left. Bring the left hand behind you, right hand to right knee or hip, gaze back towards the left hip. Inhale, twist back towards the center, reach the hands up. And exhale, twist over to the right, gaze towards the right hip, bring the left hand to the left knee. Inhale, sweep the hands up and through the center. And exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale to rise. And exhale, twist over to the right. One more round on each side. Inhale to lift, bring the hands up through center. And exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale, raise the hands back up through the middle. And exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, reach the hands up. Last time, bring the gaze up, look towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands down in front, shift forward onto your hands and knees. Bring the knees hip width apart and the palms underneath the shoulders. And take a moment here to really feel the body out. Start to sway from left to right or rock back and forth over the knees and the wrists. Or take big wide circles with the entire body, like you're stirring a big pot. Go however fast or however slow feels right to you, and notice any spots that feel a little bit sticky or bumpy along the way. Notice where the pressure goes in the knees and in the hands, and play around with that. If you're rotating or swaying in one direction, start to go in the opposite one. Notice if this path feels a little bit different or if it feels the same. Notice if the weight distribution is different. And as always, come back to the breath. Take one more round of breath here. And then come back to a neutral spine position in tabletop. Inhale, reach the right arm up and the left leg back. And exhale, pull the right elbow in towards the left knee, round the spine up, press the left palm down. Inhale to reach out, right hand forward, left leg back. And exhale, pull in towards the center. Inhale to open. And exhale, one more time, squeeze in towards the middle, round the spine up. Inhale to open, and this time stay here. Really reach forward with the right hand, press back with the left leg, and try to keep the left leg in line with the hips. We don't want to add too much of an arch into the lower back. We really want to focus on the hips and focus on the leg and the hamstrings and on the core to really squeeze through the center. Pull the stomach up and press down through the left palm. See if you can raise the chest a little higher. The fun thing about yoga is the more you do it, the more you realize that these foundational poses, these skeleton poses, always feed into the rest of the poses. This balancing table is halfway to a warrior three. And so we really want to focus on engagement in the back leg because that's what helps to keep us stable in warrior three. Take one more round of breath here. I hear Sarah breathing hard up there. And exhale, right hand and left knee down. Inhale, reach the left arm up and the right leg back. And exhale, squeeze the left elbow in towards the right knee, round the spine up. Inhale to open, reach towards the front and back. And exhale, squeeze in towards the center. Inhale to expand. And exhale, contract, really pull in tight, round the spine up. Inhale to open, reach towards the front and back and stay. Try to level out the leg with the hips. Try to lift the hips up with the chest to get a little bit higher, to engage the core a little bit more. Flex through the right toes. And take 2 more rounds of breath here. On your next exhale, lower the left hand and the right knee down. Inhale to shift forward, bring the chest over the wrist. And exhale, push the hips back, lower the hips down towards the heels, chest and forehead down, child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Really reach forward through the hands, press down into the palms. Really try to engage all the way back through the shoulder blades, through the serratus anterior. Try to wake those muscles up just by pressing down into the earth. Take 1 more breath here. Inhale, shift the hips up over the knees. Exhale, tuck the toes, raise the knees, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to pedal out the feet, to raise one heel and lower the others, and to find one particular thing in your down dog to focus on throughout practice. One of the things I normally focus on is really pressing down into the palms and engaging through the L's of my hands, through the thumb and through the forefingers. And a lot of people have this conception that your fingers have to point straight forward. If that creates a lot of tightness or pinching in the shoulders, try to bring your fingers to face towards the outer edges of the mat. This might create a little bit more space, and it might allow you to engage through the shoulder blades, to pull them down, and to really help protect your rotator cuff and the ball of the shoulder. Take 1 more round of breath here. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze towards the top of the mat. And exhale, walk or step forward between your hands. Heel toe the feet together to touch. Inhale, bring the hands to the front of the shins and slowly start to roll the spine up bit by bit. Keep a slight bend in the knees to protect the lower back. Engage the core to lift the chest up. Come all the way to stand. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears and then let them come down the back with the arms along the sides, palms facing forward in mountain. Inhale, sweep the arms out, lift the hands up. And exhale, bend the elbows, raise the chest, lower the arms, little baby cactus back bend. Inhale to lift the hands, bring the gaze up. And exhale, bend the elbows, raise the chest, really press down through the heels. Inhale to lift up. And exhale, sweep the arms out wide, bend forward at the waist, dive down towards your feet. Inhale, lift halfway, palms on thighs or shins, chest parallel with the floor. Exhale, plant the palms, step both feet back to a plank and stay here. You always have the option to lower down to the knees to decrease the heat a little bit, or you can lower down to the forearms to really focus it on the core. Whichever version you're in, really press down through the palms or through the elbows. How are my feet so pretty? I have muscular ankles. I don't know, Jake. It's all that, it could be the pants. Take 2 more rounds of breath here and continue to really engage. Press back through the toes, drive down through the palms, raise the chest. Take 1 more breath. Sarah always talks about how long my breaths are. On your next inhale, shift forward, tuck the elbows in, and exhale, lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, untuck the toes, press the palms down, raise the chest, cobra. And exhale, tuck the feet, lift the knees and hips, and then press them up and back, downward facing dog. Take 3 rounds of breath here, and remember that thing that you want to focus on. Maybe it's pressing down into the L's of the hands, or maybe it's keeping the knees bent enough that you can feel that length through the spine. Don't let anyone else tell you how your down dog should look. My down dog has my knees bent a lot. Maybe one day my heels will get down, maybe they won't, but it's about that length in the spine. So feel it out in your own body and keep the knees bent as much as you need to. On your next inhale, bend the knees, gaze towards the top of the mat, and exhale, walk or step forward between your hands. Heel toe the feet together to touch. Inhale, lift halfway, palms on thighs or shins, squeeze the shoulders towards each other. Exhale, plant the palms back down. Inhale, slight bend in the knees, sweep the arms out, raise the chest, press down through the heels, stand all the way to Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, swing the arms out, bend forward at the waist, dive down towards the feet. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, plant the palms to step back to a plank. Inhale, shift forward, tuck the elbows in. And exhale, lower halfway for Chaturanga, or keep going all the way down to the ground. Inhale, untuck the toes, raise the chest, cobra, or press the heels, or press the toes down for up dog. And exhale, roll the hips up and back to down dog, or keep them low for child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath here. And in this pose, you can consider if you think your ankles are pretty too. I always thought that my legs were actually kind of skinny, but they've definitely become more muscular over the years. Take 1 more breath here. We're going to do 1 more sun salutation. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze towards the top. And exhale, walk, step, or jump between your hands. Inhale, heel toe the feet together, lift halfway. And exhale, plant the palms back down. Inhale, slight bend in the knees, sweep the arms out, lift the chest up, raise the hands, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, swing the arms out wide, bend forward at the waist, dive down towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, palms on thighs or shins. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to a plank. Inhale, shift forward, tuck the elbows in. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way down. Inhale, untuck the toes, raise the chest for cobra or up dog. Exhale, push the hips up and back, down dog, or keep them low for child's pose. This time, take 5 rounds of breath. The most important part of yoga for me is this focus on the breath. Anyone that knows me knows that I don't like to work out, that I was never really a gym kind of person. And so it's in this focus on something else, something besides the actual physical movement, that I always find happiness in movement-based activities. With climbing, it was always a terrible fear of death. And with yoga, it's this focus on the movement and on a moving meditation. The reason why I practice is to really get into a space where I can hear my thoughts a little louder without the external stimulus. Take one more round of breath. And if you're in child's pose, start to come up to down dog. And in all my classes, please feel free to take any pose that fits you in that moment. We're all doing our practice together. But that means we have lots of license. From down dog, inhale, raise the right leg up. And exhale, right knee to nose, round the spine up, squeeze through the core. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, right knee to the outside of the right elbow. Inhale to lift. And exhale, right knee behind the right elbow. Inhale to rise. And exhale, right knee inside the right elbow. Inhale the right foot back up. And this time, as you exhale, slowly step the right foot forward between your hands. Bring the right foot down. Slide it forward the rest of the way if it doesn't quite make it. Press back firmly into the ball of the left foot. Inhale, raise the chest, reach the arms up, crescent lunge. Really drive back through the left foot. And exhale, lower the hands down. Frame the right foot, low lunge. Inhale, lift the chest, reach the hands up. And exhale, swing the arms back, lean the chest forward, fly through the air. Inhale to lift. And exhale, slowly twist over to the right. Open your arms up to the right side. Reach the hands towards the front and back of the room. Continue to really drive back through the left toes. Inhale, sweep the hands up and through the center. And exhale, pivot the left heel down, bend into the right knee, open the arms to the front and back for warrior two. And here, try to find that center point. A lot of times we can end up leaning forward. So try to find that point where your spine is straight between both legs. And then play with the legs. Either slide the left foot back a little bit more or bend into the right knee a little bit more. Take 2 more rounds of breath here. And inhale, straighten the right leg, pivot the right heel parallel with the front of the mat. Reach your hands up to the corners. Be a starfish or a star. Get as big as possible. Really press down into both edges of both feet. Lift the hands and the chest up high, but try to keep the shoulders locked in. Stay here for 1 breath. Inhale, reach the fingers a little bit higher. And exhale, hands to hips, bend forward at the waist, squeeze the elbows in towards each other. Inhale, lift halfway, chest parallel with the floor. And exhale, lower back down. Keep the hands on the hips or bring the hands down to the ground or down onto a block or some kind of support in front of you. Continue to actively press down into the feet, into the heels, and into the toes. This active stretching is what can help kind of lengthen muscles while also stretching them strengthening them at the same time. Take 1 more round of breath here. And inhale, bring the hands to the hips, lift the chest, raise all the way up to standing. Exhale, pivot the right foot towards the front, bend into the right knee, right elbow, right thigh, left arm up, side angle. Inhale, hands down, frame the left foot, pivot onto the ball of the left, frame the right foot, I meant. And exhale, slide the right foot back, lift it up, three-leg dog. Inhale, right foot down, shift forward, tuck the elbows in. And exhale, lower halfway for chaturanga or lower all the way down. Inhale, untuck the toes, raise the chest, cobra or up dog. Exhale, roll over the tops of the feet, lift the hips up and back for down dog or lower them for child's pose. Take 3 rounds of breath here. If you're in child's pose, on your next inhale, make your way up to down dog. And from down dog, inhale, raise the left leg up. And exhale, left knee to nose. Round the spine, press the palms down. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, left knee outside of left elbow or tricep. Inhale to lift. And exhale, left knee behind left elbow or tricep. Inhale to rise. Exhale, left knee inside of left elbow or tricep. Inhale up. And exhale, slowly and with control, step the left foot forward between your hands. If it doesn't quite make it there, just slide it forward the rest of the way. Press back firmly through the right foot. Inhale, raise the chest, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands down, frame the left foot, low lunge. Inhale, raise the heart, reach the hands up, bring the gaze high. And exhale, swing the hands back, lean the chest forward. Pretend like you're Superman or woman. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, twist over to the left. Bring the left arm behind you, the right arm towards the front. Inhale, sweep the hands up and through the center. And exhale, pivot the right heel down. Bend into the left knee. Open the hips to the left side of the mat. And bring your gaze over your left fingers. It's always fun, like moving back and forth and mirroring, and I never quite know where I am. Take 2 rounds of breath here. And really drive back into the outer edge of the right heel. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Pivot the left heel parallel with the front of the mat. Reach your hands up towards the corners. Get as big as possible. Star pose, starfish pose, whatever pose it's called when you kick your husband out of bed and take the whole bed over. Sarah calls it starfish pose. Take 1 more round of breath here. And inhale, reach your hands a little bit higher. And exhale, bring the hands behind the hips, clasp your hands together, lean your chest forward, lift the hands up towards the ceiling. And inhale, lift the chest halfway, parallel with the floor. And exhale to lower, raise the hands up. Try to engage this height of the arms and hands by squeezing the shoulders in towards each other and not so much from pulling the shoulders with your hands. We want to try to cue that active engagement of the upper body and not just yank our shoulders out of their sockets. Take 1 more round of breath here. And inhale, press down through the heels, lift the chest, raise all the way up to standing. And exhale, pivot the left foot towards the front, bend into the left knee, unclasp the hands, left elbow, left thigh, right arm up, side angle. Inhale, hands down, frame the left foot, pivot onto the ball of the right. And exhale, left foot back and up, three-leg dog. Inhale, left foot down, slide forward, tuck the elbows in. And exhale, lower halfway to chaturanga or all the way down. Inhale, untuck the toes, raise the chest, cobra or up dog. And exhale, roll back on the knees, press back into a child's pose, bring the chest and forehead down with the arms long. Inhale, shift the hips up over the knees. And exhale, walk your hands back towards the hips. Swing your legs around towards the front of the mat. And then there's two ways you can get down onto your back from here. You can come into a boat pose with the legs raised and your arms along your side, and slowly lower down from here with that core engagement. Or you can just bring your hands behind your hips, lower down onto the forearms and elbows, and then all the way down onto your back. Whichever way you get there. Once there, take a moment for any final poses or preparations before Shavasana. That might be hug the knees in towards the chest, or take a happy baby or a supine twist. And whenever you're ready, come down into Shavasana with the legs long and the arms along your sides with the palms facing up. Take one moment here to take a deep breath. Breathe in through the nose. And exhale to let it all out. Release your awareness on the breath. Let your fingers and toes and arms and legs grow heavy. Let the back of your head start to sink into the mat or into the carpet or ground. We'll only be here for a few moments, but in this next minute or so, if you find yourself getting carried away by thought, know that that's perfectly normal. Focus on one thing in particular to slowly bring yourself back to the present moment. Maybe that's the breath or the feeling of your clothes against your skin, the moisture in your mouth. slowly start to bring yourself back to your body. You may not have gone far, but it might still be a nice experience to slowly start to bring some movement back into the fingers and toes, arms and legs. Start to rock the hips from left to right. And take your time to roll over onto whichever side is your favorite. And push your way up into a seat. If it feels right to you, bring your hands together, palms touching at heart center, and bow your head to seal our practice. Thank you all very much for showing up and practicing with me this morning. I hope that everyone has a fantastic rest of the day. And yeah, that's it. Namaste. Thanks, y'all. It's looking like it might be another rainy, sunny day in Seattle, so that just seems to be the norm right now, which is kind of nice for being inside. Your walks are a predetermined sunny period. I hope everyone has a great rest of the day. And I think I might be changing this to Zoom, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't know. I kind of like the fact that it auto records them and makes a bunch of videos, but it does just feel different from a interaction perspective. So anyway, have a great day. I got you out of here a little bit late. I feel like I continue to get it a little bit later each time. One day I may just bite the bullet and make these hour-long classes. Give me feedback on that. If you want an hour-long class, let me know. Bye.